All right, so real quick, man, Sean, I'm on the phone, man. We got the inevitable sad news that we lost a good one yesterday. Coach Perles had passed, and you had the opportunity to get recruited by him and play for him. And I was just wondering, kind of, what kind of space did it put you in, man? Did you kind of feel anything? Was you reflective? You think back on anything, or what?
Absolutely, man. I was real reflective. Like, it was sad, bro. Like for many reasons, but the first thing it did to me, like looking at that picture, I saw it on Facebook, was like, yo, this dude gave me a shot. Like he didn't know me, like even in the recruiting process, I never, even talked to him, right? Because I was going somewhere else, and then everybody else turned their back. And Coach, Williams was the one who recruited me, and on the strength of Coach Williams, he had to get an okay from GP, and GP took a shot, a risk on me. Like, dude, I had a 1.9 GPA, barely had a super low SAT score, and this dude seen beyond my academics and gave me a shot, man. And that was the first time I ever flew, like down that whole process, like, leaving out of the state by myself, man. So like, yeah, man, this dude gave me a shot, man. So it was just like, yo, my connection to Michigan, even though I haven't chopped it up with him, any of that, but just like, yo, that's where it began, bro. So yeah, that was pretty tough, man.
So then on there, so when the 18, 19-year-old Sean, and I guess you kind of saw it right then when everybody turned on their back, then you realized right away that he was giving you a unique opportunity, right?
Yeah,
I mean, did you
yeah,
appreciate it
absolutely.
then, or did it as life went on and you look back and you like,
No,
man, he
nah, yeah, man. So no, I appreciated it then, like man, like there's one school out there that, is giving me a shot. But just like any other, kid, man, that appreciation quickly goes away. So now like you get in the mindset like you're entitled, you belong here. But now as an adult, like over the years of the space that I'm in, working with fathers and, working with the community and just seeing the disparity in the injustices for people of color and different people. I'm just looking at it as like this. I'm like not the norm. Like he gave me a shot, right? And there's a lot of people who are gifted, talented, all of that, but they never get a shot, right? There's millions of Sean Harts. And I'm looking at it as like, yo, GP gave me a shot. So I've become more reflective as I gotten older, like, man, everything could have been changed. I could have still been in the hood, man.
wouldn't even had your kids.
Yeah, for real.
Right. So that's like the reoccurring thing that as I'm talking to all these different people, like they say, it's a certain type of person that is a collection of players that he put together, and a lot of these people, other people didn't give them a shot. Now, on here, Sean, is there anything that, as you done matured and you done go through the marriage and kids, and you coached, and you a life coach, that you kind of borrow or steal some of his life lessons that he used to always say, them GP isms? Do you ever apply any of that stuff, or you hear him in the back of your head?
Yeah, you know what? What I do apply, man, is just like, just being, to me, by the time I got there, man, it's just like you look at somebody at his stature, you know what I mean? Like, yo, he can do what he wants, you know what I mean? But, looking at somebody in leadership and that was in power, that he was in, to me, man, he knew when to apply pressure and when to back off. And then, didn't hold grudges, like at least from where I stood, right? Like, even cats who messed up, he gave them chance after chance after chance, and that's something that I I can say that he was one person that was in power that I've seen that didn't abuse their power. So I can say that I can hone in and lean on that attribute or that principle that he was good at, is that not abusing his power and giving people opportunities. And that's something that I do today, man, as far as extending grace, man, and that the position I'm in is not to abuse it.
Right. Now on there, Sean, did I always tell people, from my experience, I always remember after practice, we get in the huddles, you reading all this stuff in the newspaper and on TV, and they was just killing us. or if somebody got in trouble, GP stood up for a lot of players. He stood in front of a
Man,
whole bunch of people and protected
man,
them. You know, he might have cussed us out, like they said, in the Duffy, but in public, he took the blame for a lot of stuff that we was messing up on.
yeah.
Was there ever a situation where he kind of, or you witnessed him stand up for somebody, or he had to stand up for you?
Man, numerous of times. Not for me, but I've seen him stand up for numerous of people, man, like standing in the gap. But one of the things that, stick out to me was when my father died. I mean, my brother died, and you was there. You was a big part of that process. But GP, he's like, yo, you take as much time as you need, man. They got me a flight to the crib, the whole nine, man. Just allowed me to spend time with the family and grieve and the whole nine. It wasn't even about football. He was just like, yo, you go spend time with your family. And he saw fit that, that money was raised and that, that Michigan State got the bread to get me to the crib, man. And that's something that they didn't have to do. He wasn't like, yo, I need you back here. We paying you this money, or, you got this scholarship. You need to be back here. It's one of them things, man, where he stood up like, yo, because my family didn't have a whole bunch of bread,
Right.
and that was like a spur of the moment type thing, man. And they came through, man.
Okay, cool. Now, you ever get cussed out by GP?
Man, yeah, I got cussed out by GP, man.
Why would Father
Yeah,
Sean get cussed out from GP, man? What you do?
man. My thing was, it was like when I was a booger. See, I didn't get cussed out by him a lot. I mean, I got cussed out, once, and then, when my freshman year, man, I was on special teams, and I was going down to make a play, and Brian Musalam was supposed to block me, and I went around Brian Musalam. And he told me if I do it again, he was like, yo, you're a booger. Stop trying to do too much, basically.
All
You know what I
American
mean?
practice
So
player.
yeah, for real, man. I'm a freshman though, so I came back down and I went, half-ass or whatever the case. And then GP see me, do that, and he cussed me out like, yo, don't be doing that, the whole nine. So now I'm like, yo, I got this. I went down there, man, and went around. Musala made the play, but the result of that, Musalam slapped me, slapped me, in the face. I had my helmet on. Me and him started scrapping. So I'm looking at GP like, yo, you yelled at me, and now look what you got me into. So yeah, that was the only time I ever got cussed out by GP, man. When I was
Now,
a book.
now, later on, because you're still in Michigan and you've had chances to go to the golf outings and see him and all that stuff. Did you ever have an opportunity to express your appreciation or kind of tell him?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely did, man. I don't know how much, he. I mean, the crazy thing is that he remembered me. He remembered me, and he remembered my high school and the whole nine. Whatever the case. I don't know how much he remember of details, but he definitely did remember me, and I did let him know. And actually, the thing was this past year, Kurt, that I let him know I appreciate the opportunity that he gave me.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Appreciate it.
All right, baby.
I'll holler.